2023, nobody thought a Chinese company could give competition and challenge the big studios like Sony, Rockstar and many more big names. लेकिन Black Myth Wukong happened and it sold over 20 million copies. Global headlines and the entire mythology sealed, respected, celebrated game of all time. अब मैं आपसे पूछूं, India has an almost 600 million gamer market. तो अभी तक इंडिया में ये Wukong movement क्यों नहीं आया? In this 2026, I think we are about to scratch the surface of it and there are huge hopes. I am Prahant and welcome to my channel. इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले why 2026 would be the year of Indian indie gaming. First of all, आपको क्वेश्चन होगा why now? Before I show you the games, you need to understand why is this all happening. This doesn't apply to all of the games which I'm going to be mentioning. Sony has made a calculated bet. PlayStation India Hero Project. This project में Indian indie games which has potential, they will be funding them, they will be giving them mentorship and all of the back-end things they require to create their game. ये चीज़ बस इंडिया में डायरेक्ट नहीं शुरू हुई है. This originally started in China. चाइना में इन्होंने यही चीज़ की थी which was very profitable and it turned out they sold millions of copies with that project. Same thing is now happening in India and potential is even more higher. इसी वजह से there are games which has huge potential and I'm going to be talking about that now. के लिए proof is there. One of the most successful Indian indie games so far, Raji and Ancient Epic, which is personally one of those which I really liked, became the first one to release on PS4 and Nintendo Switch. It won over 36 international awards or reached over 25 million players worldwide. So let's start with the first one.
If the museum was supposed to shut in June, why is it still closed? Only one way to find out.
Mukti. This is one of the most unique and the one which I feel like I'm looking forward to the most coming up in this year. First person narrative exploration game which takes us into a vast museum in mid 2000s. और हम प्ले करने वाले as Arya, who comes to the museum after her grandfather goes missing. यहाँ पर main चीज़ है कि this personal mystery becomes something much more heavier and bigger as the story goes on, or it's a story about human trafficking told through 1,000 museum artifacts. This game is backed with Indian Sony Hero Project. underDOGS Studios cast actual film actors, not just motion capture, not voice acting, but they actually filmed it as a cinema and now they're making that in actual game, which is even more impressive when you actually think about it, the amount of efforts the entire company has poured into this game. So according to the director, he said that this project is built around the belief that Indian stories belong on world stage too, which is a great statement and a pretty big one too. And this is exactly why I'm looking forward to this game. Iska gameplay, storyline, everything looks phenomenal. It matches the level and graphics also looks pretty great. The now main concept is about gameplay और वो भी pretty much good लग रहा है. There are many other things which comes in too, like how it actually represents the suspense moments in the entire game and how everything, every part of the game is actually experienced in a player's perspective. There are a lot of things, but so far looking to it, it looks really nice. ये गेम आने वाली है 2026 में in PS5 and PC. No final release is set to be told so far. अगर आप interested है, you can wishlist it from the link in the description down below and support the developers.
The forest tribes, the time has come to declare war.
Game number 2, Age of भारत। नाउ ये गेम अगर आप इंडियन गेमिंग कम्युनिटी में थोड़ी भी कनेक्टेड रहते हो, इस गेम का नाम आपने सुना होगा। और ये गेम आने वाली है इन लेट 2026, told off to be a AAA game, a huge one so far, और I really look forward to this game too. लेकिन there are points which I would be mentioning about the game, लेकिन by visually, voice actors and everything about the game is so far perfect. For more information you can check out their entire website, from which you will be able to know about stakes are pretty much high. And at the end, I would say late 2026 best prediction for its release would be somewhat around Diwali, क्योंकि late 2026 Indian game best time to release, I think that's the perfect time. The game release होगी PS5, Xbox और PC पे, and it's going to be big. It's going to be big. There are a few things which I genuinely am scared about the game, which is the gameplay part. हमको animation, the cinematics, everything looks very cool, लेकिन gameplay looked a little bit choppy. A pre-release footage है, a lot of things can change in that much of time. They had a lot of time, so I believe even about graphics, if gameplay is smooth and it feels really natural for a player playing, and so they need to focus on gameplay part. Anything else than that, I think it's pretty much sorted.
भारत माता की जय।
अब हम बात करने वाले राजी कलियुगा गेम के बारे में। दिस गेम इज गोइंग टू बी pretty big, you know. First game was a success. Second game, it's a sequel to the first one, where we're gonna see Raji and her brother Darsh as the two main character we're gonna be playing as in this entire game. और ये गेम हमको एक नए पर्सपेक्टिव में ले जाती है। A third person action adventure game. I really like the screenshot of the gameplay so far. What we have taken a look at, it looks very nice. I'm really looking forward to this game, and even voice acting and everything is very cool of the game. ये गेम आने वाली है Xbox, PS5, Switch and PC. It's going to be coming in late 2026 or early 2027. So ये गेम 2027 में भी शिफ्ट हो सकती है, depending on the development of the game and how much time they require for it. I would say that take your time for creating a masterpiece, because it will be huge. But it depends on the company and how they want to go forward with the decision, of course. So there is no specific date we can have for this, lekin we know so far that it's going to be releasing in late 2026 or in early 2027. Suri the Seventh Note. Now ये गेम अभी तक मैंने जितनी भी गेम्स बताई है उससे बहुत डिफरेंट है. This game takes us to a different experience. It's a 2D rhythmic platformer type game, also backed up with Sony Indian Hero Project. So potential is high. If Sony is investing somewhere, it must be something potential, you know. So according to that, what I have seen about the gameplay, it looks very nice. Art style phenomenal है, देखने में तो अच्छी है. Gameplay is also nice. The rhythms, the background music and everything just surprises me how good it is. One of the best parts of the game will be the music of the entire game, as it's a rhythm platform type game. और यहाँ पे मुझे Hollow Knight की भी याद आती है, based on how the game looks and how we are moving from one platform to another. So that's there. लेकिन one thing I noticed in the game, which is the animation of the character. Everything looks fine, but the more smoother the animation can be, the more better the performance of the game will be, and the experience is what matters to the most. Player experience will be, especially in a game which is based on rhythm, which will need a lot of timing. So smoothness is a must here. Anything else than that, it's a perfect game so far in my eyes. And of course, for the company which is building it, this is going to be one of the first big projects of this company. I'm really looking forward to it. Or if any company needs a beta tester or something, overall this game is a musical experience. The main part of the game will be music and the gameplay. that's all. ये गेम आने वाली है in 2026 when we don't know, लेकिन all we know is it's going to be releasing in PS5 and PC. At the last but not least, Son of Thanjai. Now this is a game which I really found out recently and I felt it's interesting क्योंकि ये गेम का गेम प्ले और cinematics looks pretty good. I mean, I won't say it's AAA level, लेकिन it still puts up the bar high for Indian indie games. It takes us into a cultural part of India, somewhat in Chola Empire. Combat को देखने जा रहे हैं. The game looks phenomenal. So far, I have great thoughts about the game. Gameplay, cinematics देखते भी लग रहा है कि it is going to be a good experience so far. जब तक मैं ये गेम नहीं खेल सकता या फिर मैं गेम प्ले को देख नहीं सकता, I cannot really say anything about a game. लेकिन for me this is a game which I'm really looking forward to, as I recently found this one out and I was interested and I thought it deserved a place in this entire video. At the end, I would like to answer this question: why am I covering all of this? Well, I am from India and I have been creating content for a lot of games in my last few years and getting a lot of experience. The main reason I built this channel is to stand up as a creator who's actually creating awareness about the different games which are going to be coming in India and has potential. I'm not here to say it's a 10 out of 10 game for every single game. I will criticize if it is wrong, but I will also make sure that I can help those communities which are trying to grow but isn't growing just because there isn't someone but talking about it. So main reason of this channel is to create this community where all games can be played. Only few games are dominating in Indian gaming community और दूसरी गेम को किसको पता भी नहीं है कि ऐसी गेम्स होती भी हैं. That's exactly my purpose with this channel, and if I can, I would even play these games on this channel. I would even stream it, and if I can, even interview the devs and get them over here and talk about the game development. There are a lot of things I want to do in this channel. If you want to show your support, you can hit that subscribe button. Comment down below, is there a game which I missed and you're looking forward to it this year? I would love to know about it. This is me, Prahant. Until there, have a great time.